Here's a typical day at North Beaverton Airport, single runway and one terminal. Here's the morning rush. Here's a CRJ 700 of American Eagle. He'll be heading out to Los Angeles. Up next, we have an E175 of Alaska Horizon. He'll be heading up to Seattle. Heading over to Vancouver is another Alaska E175. Here's an Avelo 737-700. Just came in from Burbank and he's going to head back out there. Here's a 737-800 of Alaska Airlines. He'll be making his flight out to Kuala Kona. Next up, going to the Hawaiian Islands, is another Hawaiian A330 going out to Honolulu. Here's an American 777. He'll be going out to Dallas. Cargo planes do take up one gate at the terminal, but here's a UPS MD-11 going to Louisville. Going over to Las Vegas and taxiing to the runway is a Spirit A320. Here is the midday, not much activity here. Here's a Delta Connection E175. He just came from Minneapolis, and he's going to be heading out back there. Here's another E175 of Alaska Horizon. He'll be heading up to Spokane. Over here is a More to Love A321neo. I've flown on this guy. He just came in from Washington, D.C. It's a pretty cool aircraft. Behind him is a 737 of Alaska Airlines. He just came in from Honolulu after he departed earlier. And here's an Air Greenland A330. He just came in from Nook. Behind him is the Southwest 737-800. He's going to be heading out to Burbank. Here is the afternoon rush. It gets really busy. First, we have an E175 of Alaska Horizon. He just came in from Eugene. Going out to Minneapolis is another Alaska E175. A retro livery of Alaska E175, he just came in from Kansas City. Here's the same A321neo. He's going to be heading out to Reykjavik in Iceland. Here's a United 787. He just came from San Francisco. He's going to be heading out to Washington IAD. Taxiing is this Embraer E175. He's going to be heading out to Minneapolis. Here's an Alaska 737. He is just coming in from Boston. Here's the Air Greenland just pushing out, going out to Nook. Behind him is a 787 of British Airways. He just came in from London. Over here, sitting at the gate, just came in from Appleton, is an Allegiant A320. Here's an Aer Lingus A330-200, just came in from Dublin. Here's a KLM pulling off the runway from Amsterdam. It's a Boeing 787. Here is the night rush. It's not really a rush, it's just some flights for overnight. Here's a CRJ 700. He just came in from Phoenix. Here's an Alaska E175. He just came in from Eugene, and he's going to be heading out to Redmond, Oregon. Here's another E175. Just came in from Calgary, and he's going to be heading over to Sacramento. Here's an Alaska 737-800. He's going to be heading out to Boston. Just came from New York. Here's a Hawaiian A330. Just arrived in from Honolulu. Over here is the Aer Lingus A330. He's going to be heading out to Dublin for an overnight flight. About to push back is this KLM 787 for another overnight flight over to Amsterdam. Here's taxiing down to the runway is an Alaska E175 retro livery. He's going to head out to Billings. Here's the United 787 from earlier, heading out to wherever I said it was going. And then just stopping on the runway is a UPS 7.